Alright guys, I've noticed some of you guys have been tracking what's going on up here really closely, and I think you guys know more what's going on than I do. So actually it's the end of September, days are getting shorter. It's like, I don't know, 7 in the morning and the sun's still not hardly up. I'm like, what's going on with my daytime? It's getting shorter and shorter, and as a matter of fact, I went out to the cows this morning, and there was some ice on some of the water tubs, so that was kind of interesting. And some of you guys have been even kind of tracking my expenses, you know, looking at, you know, all my equipment, my displays, and my racks and everything, and that's pretty cool. You know, you kind of following along what I'm doing on almost every level. And today I'm going to spend some more money, and if you guys have been watching closely, you'll know what time of the month it is, and it's time to buy some more hay for these crazy cows. And I'm all loaded up here, have the truck. My Dodge Ram 3500 is on the road, still running strong, although I think I do need some tires here pretty soon. Got the trailer all loaded up, and if you're really paying attention, you'll notice both my truck and my trailer, the registration is going to expire here pretty soon. So well, actually on my other trailer it's going to expire, but on my truck it's going to expire here this month, 9/18. So I like to kind of drag it out to the last day so you can kind of get your money's worth on your registration, especially since I have so many vehicles. So let's fire this old truck up and hit the road. Alright, it looks like we have an hour and 42 minutes. I'm going to turn on my seat heater and hit the road. So this is actually going to be a really beautiful drive because the leaves on the aspen trees are changing colors. And as a matter of fact, last weekend there was so much traffic coming up to look at the aspen leaves. It was unbelievable. But it's the sun's not really fully up yet. We might actually see it better on the way back. So if you're tracking my expenses, one more is the gasoline and my beverage of choice, a Starbucks Mocha Frappuccino. So this is interesting. We're usually so high up in elevation that we have a completely different weather pattern up here. Sometimes when it's really foggy, when it's really overcast down the hill, it'll be really sunny up here, and then we'll basically get to a point, we're kind of where we're going right now, and that's from above the clouds to below the clouds. Since we're so far up in elevation, and here we're going from basically sunny skies into what's kind of like a fog, which is actually the cloud here at 8,000 feet. And then once we get below that, we're basically in overcast conditions down in the lowlands, which I think is kind of interesting. Another expense for you, and that is tolls. This is a toll road, and they charge per axle. I actually have 4 axles, and I am coming both ways. I'm coming and going. So I'm paying 4 axles twice. Check out that horse with its head through the barbed wire. Grass is always greener on the other side. That's pretty funny. Ooh, look at all that hay. That is a big pile of hay. And I wonder if it's the same guy, because this is the place. Alright, we're all loaded up. Alright, so I am all strapped down and ready to go. That was really easy. This guy's a llama. That's pretty funny. This guy has a whole bunch of horses. Look at all those horses. I'd love to get a horse, except I can't figure out how to make money with a horse. As a matter of fact, I can't even figure out how to break even with a horse. They are sure some beautiful animals, though. I have to say, most of this out here is not very good pasture. Mostly just yucca. That's one thing I never have to do, is put a blanket on my cows. This would kind of be an interesting place to live. You have really big, beautiful houses and a lot of property, but there's no trees, so you see all your neighbors and your neighbors can see everything you're doing. It's kind of a weird setup. Look at these crazy turkeys. Here's one straggler. That is great. I guess those are wild turkeys. This guy has a whole bunch of horses. Looks almost like kind of a boarding operation there. I couldn't imagine living in a place like this. Houses are just jammed together. Wow. Here we go again. Another toll. This guy's got cows right along the highway. That's pretty cool. He can't make up his mind. There he goes. Alright guys, so I am back home safe and sound with the hay, and that secures my hay supply for the next month. Thanks for coming along. It was a pretty interesting ride, seeing a lot of the animals and the wildlife. It's always quite a drive out there, but it never gets old. I always see something different, and the scenery is pretty awesome going out there. So thanks for coming along, and I will see you next time.